Skybird, and I want to try and make this a relatively quick video because it is Halloween. So happy Halloween. Is my personal favorite holiday, and today I have chosen to do a fun pour. So I think one day a week I'm going to try and do something like this where I basically cast masks in colors that, instead of trying to match Lego colors, I just do something fun, mix up something interesting, or do different effects and things. And so with today's pour, I decided to go for a metallic iridescent purple. I'm going to see how the iridescent comes out because I did learn something, but it was only after the cast that I learned it. And that is that if you actually let the iridescent powder sit in the resin for a while, allow the resin to kind of thicken up, re-stir it, then heat it with just like a hairdryer or something, it'll thin the resin back out, but it'll better suspend the iridescent powder here. So that's definitely something I'll try in the future. That said, 3 of the masks are going to be a purple metallic. The 4th mask is also a purple metallic, but with a brush-on application of this in the mold itself. So I'm hoping that that will actually suspend on the surface, the front surface of the mask, because that would look so cool. That's all I can say. With that said, the actual brand of mica powder that I'm using is this Fanta Story. It does not show up super well on camera. I do apologize for that. My camera's never going to focus on this, like, no matter where I put it. But yeah, Fanta Story. I'll try and put this in the description as well. I'm not like sponsored or affiliated or anything, but it's just good stuff. This was 32 bottles, 10 grams each for $12.99, which was a much better deal than anybody else had, especially for it in bottles and not in bags. I do not recommend bags with mica powder. It is such a fine particle, is very easily airborne, and just the act of trying to open the bag is likely going to throw a bunch of that dust into the air, and you might not see it. But if you're not wearing anything, which you always should be, it will definitely irritate your throat, it'll irritate your nose, stuff like that. I read online it kind of like affects the mucous membranes and stuff like that, so you might have issues, or it might cause like burning in your eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes as it is, so probably would cause burning for me too. With that said, as mentioned, always wear your safety equipment when you are resin casting. Mica is not the absolute worst thing in the world to be working around, but you obviously don't want to be inhaling it repetitively, of course. So yeah, just like I said, don't hit your microphone. And yeah, wear a respirator, or at the very least wear some kind of dust mask, wear some nitrile gloves, put on something to shield your eyes, even if it's just like work glasses, or if you have glasses, wear something just to kind of keep you from it to the best of your ability. And yeah, but otherwise, really good stuff. I do like it quite a lot. The other thing I wanted to mention too is I did a pull this morning of some white masks. Unfortunately, had some issues with infiltration, with foreign objects actually getting into the white, which is really unfortunate because I actually go through a pretty rigorous cleaning process with my molds that is several steps, and includes obviously a final inspection as well. The molds that gave me the most trouble are the standing cut molds, which kind of makes sense. They're a little bit harder to actually inspect because of the size of them. And again, the last cast that I did was dark turquoise. This is basically that same color. So trying to see resin particles on top of this can be difficult. But again, my cleaning process has not given me any issues in the past. So it's going to happen every once in a while though. And white is a notoriously hard color for casting anyway, not only to match the color, but also because of any little thing that gets in there is going to show up in the final product. So it's something you definitely want to try and keep out as best you can. But that's pretty much it that I can think of for this video. Oh, I wanted to say also I am currently in the process of making my Mahiki mold. I'm actually going to do it in 2 steps this time to try and see if I can get rid of any sort of eye flashing, so flashing in the eye holes or any holes in the mask in general. And I'm also doing a Metru eye stalk as well, and I'm doing the same kind of process for both of them, so we'll just see how they come out. That's pretty much it. See y'all in the next one. Take care.